Yo, what's the deal? It's your boy, Who Was In Dog. We back. I did 75 stories of Larry Bird last night. I'm gonna do my top 5 NBA stories. I did Larry Bird. So now I'm gonna do my top 5. Larry Bird is 7th on my list. So now I'm gonna do my top 5. Starting from my favorite player, Kobe Bryant. Let's see what's going on.
On one of the NBA's most storied franchises, Kobe Bryant was a portrait of sheer will to win and dedication to his craft. He was a league MVP, a 2-time finals MVP, the Lakers' all-time leading scorer, and during his 20 seasons in Los Angeles, he won 5 NBA titles.
He had that it factor.
He low-key got like all the records though. Like every Laker record except for the assists. Like games played, points, I believe, I don't know, I think rebounds. I know games played, points. He's second in assists.
But he's not going to back down from anyone. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to work hard every day. As a rookie, it was like he acted as if he...
I'm going to go hard and I'm going to work hard I'm going to work hard every day. That was that Mamba mentality. People can say it's overrated all you want to. Bro, it's not, bro. I'm telling you.
Longed already.
Here comes Bryant. Oh, mesmerizing.
He played without fear.
Kobe inside the three-point arc. Fades and fires and hits.
That's why he shot those air balls, because he played without fear. You want to know why Kobe got so many misses? He played without fear. I'd rather my guy shoot 100 times and miss than my guy shoot 5 times and make one and think he did something.
Kobe Bryant has hit a shot at the buzzer!
He impacted so many people on and off the court, all over the world, on top of being...
That's an understatement, bro. He really did impact a whole world, bro. Like, people that was born, like, you know what I'm saying, after Kobe was in his prime and like that, or never watched him, they don't understand. But people that definitely watched him, that's why we get so up in arms. That's why NBA players or people like me or Kobe fans, they get so up in arms because, bro, y'all don't know, bro. Like, do y'all, like, realize, like, what he was doing? Like, did y'all realize, like, y'all see him? Like,
at the very, very top of the game. So there's something in him that transcended basketball.
81-point game.
To see that performance was unbelievable. Pump fake shot, reverse.
I seen that shit live. Like, that shit was on SportsCenter. I watched like a little part of the game, and then I seen the whole thing on SportsCenter. That shit was crazy. That's all they was showing all day.
Man shot. Y'all watch it. Yeah, I study it.
Whenever you talk basketball, you got to speak his name. He is basketball. You can't have a basketball conversation
without Kobe Bryant. Say that again, AI.
Without Kobe.
Y'all watch it. Yeah, I study it.
Whenever you talk basketball, you got to speak his name. He is basketball. You can't have a basketball conversation without Kobe Bryant.
The Lakers repeat. He's the youngest starter in NBA All-Star Game history. At guard from the
youngest starter. He was the youngest to 5,000 points, but it was LeBron. The fact that he was the youngest to 5,000 points and he didn't start his first 2 years was crazy. The youngest to make the first defensive team. One of the only, I think the youngest player, the youngest teenager to have 2,000 points, 2,000 playoff points before turning 21, I think, or 21 of them. Like, Kobe was doing this, he was ready when he stepped in. Like, he was already like, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to start learning everything. I believe if they would start him earlier, they would have more success.
Angeles Lakers, Kobe Bryant.
The first time I knew Kobe Bryant was real is when we was at an All-Star game, and he comes to me and say, "Big bro, GP, tell me how every time I can't never get over a pick with you, and you get over a pick with me and stay in front of me. Could you teach me?" When a young guy who is that talented and is coming up and becoming who he is, to come and ask another guy to teach him how to do.
That's why he was so great. He learned from all the greats and took something to each of them.
With the spin, Bryant, Kobe's first All-Star hoop.
It shows volumes of what he was. And I wasn't afraid to give him them tips. In the same year, he made all defensive team, first team with me.
Here's a steal by Kobe.
You know what I'm saying? Same year, bro. Kobe was a hellacious defender, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro. He won the, like, his latter years, he dissipated a little bit, but he always made effort. You know what I'm saying? Even after the Achilles, bro, he still was playing defense. He couldn't play defense like he once was. He wasn't an all-team defense defender, but he still tried.
Watch this play.
And then he continued to make it with me year after year. And I just thought about that and I said, that's a kid that had determination and fight and wanted to play basketball and do it the right way.
The young man that you think may be as good a shooting guard or as good a player as in this game, and that's Kobe Bryant.
Very special human being, man. I mean, like a lot of people know Kobe because of what he done on the basketball court, especially his career with the Lakers. But I've been knowing him since we were kids, and, you know, very special human being.
That was one of my times where I was conflicted. The Pistons versus the Lakers in the finals. I was going for the Pistons, but my heart would not have been mad if the Lakers won because of Kobe. That's how much I was a Kobe fan, bro. Like, the Pistons is the home team. It's just like me now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant was my favorite player. Then when I started watching Curry in 2008, when he came in the game in 2009, I wanted to see what he did. I started watching the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? They became one of my favorites. As long as the Warriors don't play the Pistons, I root for the Warriors all the time because of Curry and Draymond Green and Clay. But as long as they don't play the Pistons, I'm good. So when the Lakers played the Pistons in 2004 finals, I was torn. But when we won, I was even, like, that was the most shocked I'd never been. Yeah, man, listen, the city was crazy here, bro. Like, city was crazy. Like, and I felt bad for Kobe. But when he got that next title in 2009, I know that shit was sweet.
He taught me a whole lot, especially from the simple fact of having a killer instinct. Like, people seen that when you hear Mamba mentality, like, people hear that late, like Kobe championships, you know, MVPs and everything like that. No, he had that Mamba mentality at 15, 16 years old. I can remember being in a room late at night because we were roommates on all AAU events, McDonald's All-American Game, Magic Johnson Run Ball Class.
I didn't know that.
Sick.
Soda with the bounce pass and Bryant jams it home. And
My goodness.
I can remember being in a room late at night because we were roommates on all AAU events, McDonald's All-American Game, Magic Johnson Run Ball Classic.
Soda with the bounce pass.
Why would you ever? What is wrong with you? Are you stupid?
Bryant jams it home, and that got him up out of the seats in some high fives.
And I can remember we were playing, and Tim Thomas was the number one player in the country at that time. And Kobe didn't want to go to sleep that night. He was restless, and he would do this multiple times a night. He would just walk around my bed, because my bed was here, his bed was there. He would just walk around my bed, and he was like, hey, man, Rip, tomorrow, you know, they got Tim Thomas as the #1 player in the country. I should be the #1 player in the country. I'm going to go out there and show the world. He said, watch, just wait and see. And I'm like, bro, go to sleep, man. Like, we got 3 big games tomorrow.
He was relentless. Basketball was his life. He gave everything. That's why I love Kobe, bro. He gave everything he possibly could to the game, bro. He wasn't perfect. He made mistakes and everything, but he can't say he didn't work hard. He gave every last piece of his body and soul to the game, bro.
When the tournament, he's like, nah, look, trust me, I'm going to have my A game. I'm going to come out there and I'm just going to destroy everybody that's out on the floor, regardless who's guarding me.
Kobe Bryant at the other end. Explosive.
And Kobe came out there and showed the world why he should have been the #1 player in the country. I mean, he showcased his ability to score, to attack, and to dominate. We ended up winning that game. And when you looked at the ratings after that game, Kobe Bryant was the #1 player in the country.
That's what you call Mamba mentality. Sorry. But he couldn't even sleep thinking about how the dude was above him. That's a competitor right there. Like, I should be #1. He went out there and dominated, and they chose him #1.
I knew Kobe Bryant was going to be special from day one. Reminded me of myself. When I first came into the league at 19, I wanted it out. Give it to me. Take all the shot. I want it. So when he came in and he was doing all that, and we had to like, hey, young fella, slow down. But he would never slow down. All that.
He wanted it. He came in. He failed. Shot those 4 air balls. People was laughing at him. Shaq told him, I think Shaq had told him, I was watching the interview where he told him, they laughing at you now, but they're going to fear you one day. And when he start taking them shots and making them, they start fearing him, for sure.
To come to practice, last leave, that was him. He'd be practicing moves, and like if you see a player do a move, he'd practice it the next day, and he's just a guy that I definitely wouldn't have won 3 in a row without.
Kobe dribble drive. Kobe.
No es necesario.
A lot of people don't understand that Shaq would not have won 3 in a row without Kobe. Kobe wouldn't have won 3 in a row without Shaq. I don't know why people don't understand that, bro. Like Shaq, the man who won those 3 is telling you, bro.
Enjuagar Gasket Platinum con fregado y enjuague integrados. Solo raspa, llena y listo.
Sorry about that.
Oh, what a slam dunk. My God. A 3-peat and a sweep.
3, that's 3.
Bryant somehow getting it up and over.
I remember that this 2010 Western Conference Finals where he went off. He averaged like 34, 7, and 8, bro. Like if Kobe like really wanted to be like take a LeBron James role or Magic Johnson, Luka Doncic role, he could, just like Jordan could. Jordan averaged, 32, 8, and 8 when he was at the point guard position and had 10 triple-doubles in 11 games. Kobe, this series, basically, he played the point sometimes, and he averaged 7 assists. He averaged 7 assists when he was playing with Shaq, the 2001 postseason. He damn near led the team in assists all 3 years, I believe.
We're Western Conference Finals, Game 6. We're triple teaming Kobe, right? Like I'm looking at Lamar Odom.
You heard that, right? Triple team now.
It's like go.
Somehow getting it up and over Channing Frye.
We're Western Conference Finals, Game 6. We're triple teaming Kobe, right? Like I'm looking at Lamar Odom, and coach is like go. Jason Richardson, Jared Dudley, Grant Hill. We're running at Kobe. He shoots a fadeaway from God knows where. Swish.
Shot clock now to 5. Bryant.
Yes.
I had just reacted to this, but I had to delete it because of the copyright claim. But I'm about to just start, reacting to stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And then with a little tough to Alvin Gentry. And insult to injury.
One of his best series too. Like we're gonna definitely do some games from that. I believe that series, the Orlando Finals, and Nuggets series is probably 3 of his all-time best series.
I mean, what a shot! I mean, you can't defend that.
Slaps Alvin Gentry on the butt. I don't know what he said. Something to the effect of,
wow, that's right after you hit the shot, you do that.
good try. But you know what was crazy? Was like when we would watch the film afterwards, we would just laugh. You're just like, what? Like him shooting left-handed shots, him calling out plays as our coach is calling out plays. Like these are things that we
pure skill. He wanted to be the best that he possibly could be and win.
Can see on film where you're just like, what? How? Like, how does he do it? You know how he does it, but at that attention to detail, it's not weird. It's next level.
Bryant again going to work, falls down. He immediately grabbed for that left Achilles area.
What sums up Kobe Bryant, the late great Kobe Bryant, is he tears his Achilles heel.
That was the end of Kobe, bro. If that never happens, bro, who knows what Kobe numbers look like, bro. Like, if that never happens, bro, Kobe was probably the all-time leading scorer. I mean, let's be real. If he was in full-on health, because the next 2 years he didn't play full seasons. He played like 20 games and then played like 40 games. So, like, if he really was like full-on healthy and then tear his Achilles, who knows what his numbers would look like. His averages would be higher, like 27, 28. During from 2000 to 2013, well, 99 to 2013, he averaged 28.3 points. So his average would have been closer to 28 if he didn't get injured those last couple years. I don't care nobody say I'm not holding those years against him, because that was not the Kobe Bryant that, you know what I'm saying, I watched play. Like, after you tear your Achilles, especially the year he tore his Achilles, he didn't tear his Achilles like young Kobe or even prime Kobe. This was aging Kobe, like 2012, 2013, going into that. You feel me? 2013, he had already been in the league, that's about 15 plus years. So, come on, man. That shit was crazy. He literally carried that team to the playoffs.
And he shoots those free throws. Might add, he makes it.
The Lakers down by 2, and they want him and need him at the free throw line. Got it.
And walks off. That, to me, and also the game he had, his last game of his career.
Oh, man.
The Lakers down 1.
That was one of the best games. I know he took a lot of shots, but that was like, he shot himself back into efficiency, though. He did shoot, 23 or 50, like, because he missed his first, 6-7 shots, but they was feeding him all night. This was his last game. But to drop 60 in your last game and win the game, though. Not just 60, won the game, too. Told Shaq said drop 50, he dropped 60.
Kobe give them one last gamer. On the move with the jumper.
Summed up the entire, I would say, mindset of a Kobe Bryant, how he approached.
Only person I think gonna have a last game like that is probably LeBron. LeBron last game, whenever that is, that's gonna be something special too.
The game.
And one of the great farewell performances in any sport. Kobe Bryant, 60 points.
Stories I've heard as he's locked himself up 24 hours watching film after losses. Some of the stories you heard that he shot 4 or 5 hours after games at an outside hoop. Some of the stories you heard and saw, wrists, fingers, playing left-handed, playing through all these injuries. That's Kobe Bryant.
Welcome to the Kobe Show, take 2. It's so crazy. The night before the game, we're at a wing spot or something, and we're smoking cigars. It was like outside in Charlotte. Kobe was just talking about like history, and so we fast forward to the game, and we're down, obviously, and we're in the huddle, and
by the way, that's somebody who think Kobe is the GOAT. Like, it's a few people that think Kobe is the GOAT that I didn't know.
coach is drawing up a play, and Kobe literally just stop the whole stop the play, drawing up, stop the whole huddle, got it right in between and said, look, take the ball out right here, and whoever want to be a part of history, take the ball out and throw it into me. And I immediately remember Lamar saying, I want to be a part of history, I'm going to throw it in. And eventually Luke ended up throwing
wow.
the ball in.
Bobcats by 1. Kobe up top. Bryant. For the win. How good
Look at that. He has so much in his bag, bro.
is Kobe?
Eventually Luke ended up throwing the ball in.
Bobcats by 1. Kobe up top. Bryant.
Up fake. Once he up fake you, you already in the air too high. You gonna come up, that's all day. Easy money for him.
How good is Kobe Bryant?
Kobe had came off like a slice screen, got the ball at the top.
Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray. Spray, wipe, rinse. Dawn Power Wash.
Followed through and literally looked right at me, winked his eye like I told you, game. And everybody just ran, grabbed him, went through the tunnel, and literally the rest was history.
Well, Kobe came into the league and just tried to start taking over right away, didn't he?
He did. I mean, he came in right out of high school. And early on, I think of those images of him in the playoffs against Utah, taking those shots, coming up short, but not being afraid, and really, wanting and pursuing.
What did I just say? I'm telling you, NBA players feel the same way, bro. It's not that you feel, it's how you feel.
Excellence, wanting to be the best, and you saw that right away. Interesting for me that after that season, I remember I was in Los Angeles, and it might have been early August, and I went up to the men's gym one night. It might have been a Friday night at Westwood, at UCLA, the men's gym, and Kobe's in there with his trainer, and it might have been 10:30 at night, and he's getting after it. Sweating, working on his game, working really hard, on a Friday night. And so I'm just going in there to shoot some free throws. And next thing you know, he wants to play one-on-one. And I'm like, all right, why not? And this, he's only 19 or whatever, so I'll have my way. And I could not believe the intensity and how hard he played. He competed on every possession in that one-on-one moment. Nobody was there, just the two of us and his trainer. And I had to work my tail off. I wasn't expecting that in that moment, but that to me was when I realized, okay, this kid had
that embodied Kobe. At 19, he was giving a grown Grant Hill, beating Michael Cooper, giving a grown Grant Hill problems at 19. That shows you how hard he worked on his game.
Something. He's special.
We were in Vegas, and Coach drew up a play for him at the top of the key to go ISO one-on-one. And as they're leaving the huddle, he's telling everybody, I'm about to dunk on this fool. I'm about to dunk on this fool.
Here we go. Change of direction.
He called it? Wow.
Leaving the huddle, he's telling everybody, I'm about to dunk on this fool. I'm about to dunk on this fool.
Here we got a dribble drive, change of direction.
That's one of his most iconic dunks, too.
Did you see where he jumped from?
I don't think our reaction was because of the dunk. Our reaction was because he said he was about to do that dunk. Right. And that's why we was just like,
I never knew that.
Oh my God, we cannot believe he just said what he was going to do and he did it. And it was spectacular at the same time.
Remind me of some Larry Bird shit, because Larry Bird, the last video I did, that's all they were saying he did.
And it was one of the craziest things because, you guys say stuff all the time. But to hear from a rookie who never really played NBA games said, I'm about to dunk on this fool. And when I tell you he crossed that dude up right to left cross, and I think Ben Wallace tried to take the charge. Oh, my.
The boy jumped almost from the mezzanine.
That was one of the special moments of Kobe, and just you knew he was going to take off from there. You just knew it.
Yeah, man. That was NBA 75, Kobe Bryant, man. One of the greatest of all time. Second on my list. We're going to be doing more top 10, top 5 players. Let me know who you want done. This been Who's Hundo, man. I'm out.